Hello everybody, my name is Will Platinums and welcome back to another YouTube video. In today's video, we are getting the Platinum Trophy for Life is Strange Double Exposure. I was pretty excited to play it, I'm not gonna lie to you. I've been a big fan of the Life is Strange series. There is an older video on my channel actually of me platinuming every single Life is Strange game. I'll try and remember to link that in the description. If I forget, please don't yell at me. Just a couple of really quick things. Number one, there will be some slight spoilers for the story. I will give a summary of each chapter as we go. So obviously, if you don't want to know what the story is for the game, I would probably recommend clicking off this video, playing the game, and then maybe coming back. I don't know, please come back. I'll miss you so much. Secondly, as well, if you do enjoy, consider subscribing. I'm trying to reach 2,000 subscribers. I did have the goal by the end of the year, but I don't know how likely that's going to be right now. But maybe, you never know, maybe I'm going to get lucky. So if you do enjoy the content, want to check out some more, consider subscribing. Helps me out a ton. So what happened is I live streamed my entire first playthrough of the game. It's actually on the YouTube channel right now. You can go to the live tab and watch those back if you want. So we're going to take you back to the very first stream where we started the first chapter. So the game follows Max, who is the original protagonist from the first Life is Strange game. The events of Arcadia Bay are long behind her. She doesn't really use her superpowers anymore, and she's just living her life, chilling out up in this lovely cozy town. And the first part of the game is really just reacquainting you with Max, getting to know all the various other characters as well. And it was kind of fun. I just kind of goofed off a bit, really. Hello everybody, my name is Max, and this is a song I wrote. The toilet? Alright, we'll go toilet.
You know me. I love my potty humor.
What do you mean there's actual of consequences? I picked the toilet! What does that mean? On the rooftop, we got a chance to earn our first trophy. What we need to do is try and slip a bottle cap to Safi so she will tell us the truth about what's going on with her life. I decided to put it in a Sour Cat's candy and it worked. I was able to slip her the bottle cap and get my first trophy of the playthrough. Oh! Putting the cap in caper.
Max. Surely you
Successfully slipped Safi the bottle cap. After the scene with Safi on the rooftop, she wanders off to take a phone call, and shortly after we leave to go see what's up. I'm getting creepy vibes. On the way up this hill, we hear a massive gunshot.
Shit.
So we make our way to the top of the hill, not sure what we're gonna find next.
You okay?
Oh shit, she's dead? Chest compressions, you fucker! She was shot like 8 seconds ago. I know she may be categorically dead, but you gotta try compress the chest! That's a top tier intro. So that's the main hook of the story. Safi, who is your best friend, is now dead. The rest of this chapter is the beginning of the mystery, as you speak to Safi's family and friends, learn information about her, and you start to unravel the case about how she died and maybe who wanted her dead. It's during this next section of the game where I meet the character Vin, and I did a parcel delivery for him. He asked me to grab this parcel from the mailroom and bring it back to him, which got me my second trophy of the game. Oh my god, he does? Yeah. No, I got a mouthful of nuts! I'm so sorry. Alright, when I get a trophy! Not much really happens till the end of the chapter, where Max discovers she has even more superpowers that she wasn't aware of. This superpower is the setup for the rest of the game. We find out Max can switch between two different timelines. One timeline, which is the original one where Safi is dead, and a second alternate timeline where Safi is still alive. This will set up the rest of the game, where Max needs to jump between both timelines to figure out how Safi died in the original, and to prevent her from dying in the alternate timeline. This discovery from Max is the final part of chapter 1, where we're given a trophy for finishing the chapter. And there we go, we get our first trophy, or not our first trophy, we get another trophy, split decision, complete chapter 1, still life. How long did that take me? 2.5 hours, wowzers. Basically, we can switch dimensions. One world, Safi is dead, and it says up the top they're dead, and the other world she's alive. So can I just go, I could just go back and like fuck with this thing, can I? I can! Dude, that's insane! So moving into chapter 2, and I'm going to be completely honest with you, not a lot really happens. The game is basically introducing you to a lot of Max's powers, so learning to shift between the two different dimensions and solving puzzles. So for example, if a character in the dead world doesn't want to give me some information, I can just shift across to the living world, speak to the exact same character, and because I have a different relationship with them in this world, they're more than happy to give me what I need. The chapter is a slow burner, but it does start to give you some threads which will become important later on. Like I said, chapter 2 was pretty boring, and I only picked up one more trophy. If you remember in chapter 1, I delivered Vin a package for a different trophy. When you give him the package, he will tell you that he owes you a favor, so when you have a chance to get some information out of him in chapter 2, you can use this favor to get that information much quicker. However, I decided not to use that favor simply because I thought I would have a chance to do it later on, so I did miss my opportunity, but I got myself a trophy for never cashing in my favor with Vin.
Do you know
Oh, we get a trophy for that.
Dead
Favor saver.
I should go see if he's gotten Safi's camera hooked up yet.
Yo, further developments. Found all photos in chapter 2. Let's go.
It's a horror franchise.
I did a collectible thing and I wasn't really trying. As chapter 2 comes to an end, Moses and I sit down together to look through Safi's old camera.
Hey, look. She took one more photo.
What is this?
Max, you killed her?
What the fuck, chat? Was that? Holy shit, dude, we get the trophy Bulletproof. Complete chapter 2 Penumbra. What the fuck was that twist? As you can tell there, I was not expecting that twist, so as I made my way into chapter 3, I could not wait to see what the story was going to look like. It was also pretty early in the chapter where I got my next miscellaneous trophy. Wow. And we get the trophy Page Turner.
This is what I've been missing this
Read
entire
all
time.
staff books. Okay, nice. With Moses refusing to talk to us, we end up in the bar all alone. In this section of the game, there are actually 4 trophies up for grabs, but I only picked up 1. In the living world, you can have a conversation with Amanda and end up kissing her, whilst in the dead world, you can also have a pretty similar conversation with Vin. Are you seeing where I'm going here? Basically, there are trophies for kissing both of them, there are trophies for not kissing either of them, there are trophies for kissing one but not the other, and in my first playthrough, I just picked up the 1 trophy for kissing Amanda. Vin gives me the vibe that he puts too much cologne on and slightly bad breath, but he tries to mask it, so I'm gonna have to pass. Let me out, let me home. Ooh, a nice girl who runs a bar. Romanced only Amanda. So our lesbian kiss gave us a trophy. That's nice to hear. This might be another trophy. This could be our final photo of chapter 3. Let's go run over here and grab that. And there we go. It was. We get the trophy Selfie Care.
Moses?
Found all
must
photos
bid
in
you
chapter
adieu.
3. Nice. So, chapter 3. What happens in chapter 3? Honestly, not that much until the end. You basically show off your powers to Moses to prove you're not lying about the timeline things, and he just kind of believes you immediately. I really thought they were going to drag out the whole Moses thinks that you're the killer thing for longer, but they don't do that. You kind of just resolve it super quick. Just as I think this is going to be a pretty normal chapter, things go absolutely batshit crazy at the end as you run into a doppelganger of yourself. You have this long chase sequence where you hunt them down, and they end up falling through the ice where you use your powers to save them. The whole thing is crazy, and it gets even crazier when the other version of Max turns into Safi. And yeah, Safi is a shapeshifter. She has superpowers. This is a pretty cool moment for the franchise. It's the first time we've seen like 2 people with these powers interact together, and it also fully confirms that everything takes place in the same universe. It's pretty cool. What the fuck? What? Face to facade, complete chapter 3 spin. What the fuck is going on? Dude, this game is batshit in like a really good way, but it's batshit. So heading into chapter 4, and the majority of this is spent at the Turtle. The Turtle, by the way, is the main bar where all the characters tend to hang out. You do actually spend a lot of in-game time here. It's quite a common area. And in the Alive world where Safi is still alive, your aim for this is to expose Lucas. Lucas is one of the professors at the college. Basically what happened is a student died and Lucas stole her essay and repurposed it into his own book. book, which became widely successful, and he's like a very well-known author now while he's teaching. And at the Krampus party, he's about to announce that they're turning his book into a movie. Basically, what we do at the Krampus party is we expose Lucas and show to the world that the book he wrote is someone else's, and he stole all of her writing without taking any credit. During this section as well, you have quite a touching moment with Moses. He obviously can't travel across, but what you can do is give him the chimney for his gingerbread house, and the Safi that's in the Alive world writes a little message on it for him. It's quite a cute moment, and giving that chimney back to Moses so he could read the message got me another miscellaneous trophy. Aww. And we get the trophy, Home Sweet Home. Helped Moses finish the gingerbread house. That's genuinely quite sad, actually. Right, let's grab the Polaroid. And we get the trophy, Picture Taking. Found all photos in Chapter 4. We're in a very intense part of the video, so the volume's very loud. The chapter ends with Safi producing this horrible storm, very similar to what Max did in the first Life is Strange game. You run up to the Overlook and she's confronting her mother about taking away her opportunities, such as getting her book deal cancelled and things like that. This is where Safi kind of loses control of her powers. She keeps going back and forth between different people and she can't control her anger. We try to stop the shooting, but she does accidentally shoot her mother in the arm, and then there's this whole like big explosion with the storm, and the chapter ends. Fade to white. Complete Chapter 4, Diptych. Diptych? Don't know how to pronounce it, but what a ride this has been. Oh my word. So here we are, guys, the final chapter of Life is Strange Double Exposure. And you're probably wondering to yourself, what exciting things does this chapter hold for us? Basically, what happened at the end of the last chapter is both the timelines got merged together into some weird kind of limbo. Basically, all the characters that you see in the game are all kind of just trapped in these weird areas, with some of them unable to move. The characters that can't move are the ones that have wronged Safi in some sort of way, and basically what Safi has done is kind of trap them in their own heads, so they're kind of just stuck in their own minds, but they can't move. I'm not gonna lie to you, this is kind of where the story lost me a little bit. I wasn't sure if I enjoyed this that much, but basically what happens is you keep warping to all these different areas you've been, and you just free all these people. There we go. That is all the collectible photos in Chapter 5 done. So after you go around and free everybody from their own heads, the timelines merge together and Safi is now officially alive in both timelines. So now technically there is just one timeline, and every character in the game has like two sets of memories. One from the timeline where she's alive and one from the timeline where she's dead. And the ending is kind of crazy. Basically Max admits to like a ton of people that she has superpowers. And surely it's not just everybody in the town that gets affected by this. Surely it's everybody in the world. Like everybody in the world in one moment is suddenly going to have like two sets of memories, because obviously the butterfly effect, things will change, blah blah blah. Also, a very critical choice near the end of the game, Safi asks you if you'd like to help her try and find other people with superpowers. I'm guessing she wants to start her own version of the Avengers, but for like angsty, depressed teenagers. But I kind of like the idea of Max keeping her powers a secret, so I went for the no option. Safi obviously was pretty upset and walked away. However, I won't know the consequences of that until the next game. Right, let me just mute it for a second. That shit is so loud. Completed Chapter 5, Decoherence, and we're going to get another trophy. Commencement. Finished Life is Strange Double Exposure. That's another 2 trophies there. Let's head our way to the menu now. The music is so loud. Listen to this. My ears. So with the game finished, I went back via Chapter Select to clean up the last photos I missed in Chapter 1. Okay, there we go. So this is our last Polaroid photo. Let's grab it.
Nice.
And we get the trophy, A Trick of Light, for finding all photos in Chapter 1. And we get archival footage. Found all photos in Life is Strange Double Exposure. Lovely. We can, like, exit to the main menu now. We don't need to continue this. I still had a bit of time remaining on stream, so I cleared up some miscellaneous trophies via Chapter Select. That's the third one flipped over. And there we go. We get the trophy, Art Restoration.
I can do that.
Fixed all the paintings. Perfect. Have we been good?
You're welcome, dude.
We helped a guy go piss. Let's go. Loyal flush. Helped the timid guy get to the bathroom. Love that. Oh, I just solved it by accident.
This
Let's
means
go!
I'm in, right?
Thinking outside the
Official
box.
Overaccess material?
Solved the puzzle box. That's nice. I was worried I was going to have to like fully redo that, but it's great we can just flick back to another chapter to get it done. If you remember earlier in the video, I picked up a trophy for kissing Amanda during the bar scene. Well, I had to go back and replay the exact same scene another 3 times. That's because I had to get trophies for only romancing Vin, romancing both Amanda and Vin, and romancing none of them. Let's go! Only eyes for the bad boy. Romanced only Vin.
I better cross back over.
Oh, and we get the trophy. It's complicated. Romanced both Amanda and Vin. Okay, we have one more playthrough where we have to romance none of them. And we should get a trophy, hopefully. Romantically disentangled. Romanced neither Amanda nor Vin. And appropriately, that puts us on 69%. So, make of that what you will. Okay, so I'm actually quite lucky here. So basically, in my main playthrough of the game, in the first chapter, we watered one of the plants in Gwen's office. And what that means is rather than replaying the game, I think I can go back here in chapter select and we can water this plant that we missed. And hopefully, because the way the save file works, it should think I have done both plants. It has! We get the trophy first trip, watered both plants. So now it's time for my second full playthrough of the game. This is a requirement anyway because there's a choice early on in the game where you have to let Safi know what happened to Chloe from the first game. You have the option to say that you guys broke up, or you have the other option to say that she's dead. This is obviously based on what decision you made at the end of the very first game. However, there is a trophy for completing the game with both outcomes. On my first playthrough, I went for my initial option and told them that she was dead. So on my second playthrough, I had to tell her that we'd split up. There are also a few other missable trophies, such as taking every optional photograph that I needed to get, but for this playthrough I knew I'd be following a guide. However, I did make one really upsetting discovery. I can't skip dialogue, no! For the Clutterbug trophy, I have to find 7 decorations across chapters 1 and 2. Thankfully, this one goes across multiple playthroughs, so I grabbed the bowling alley plushie, put this photo up on my wall, and opened up the origami. At the beginning of chapter 2, I sign up for Platypus Facts. Basically what happens is several times throughout the game I will receive a random text message giving me a platypus fact. To earn the trophy I need to make sure I read every single one of them, so I had to keep an eye out for it during my playthrough. For my next trophy, Be Great Do Crime, I had to steal the bowling alley plushie at the start, agree with Detective Alderman's questions, and tell Moses I won't cooperate with the police. For my next trophy, I interacted with every art project, and the trophy Clue Me for collecting every piece of evidence. Here's the deal. Gwen has to be in this bar. If Gwen isn't in this bar, I have locked myself out of the photo trophy. I am not playing another, even speedrunning this, it's still like 8 hours of gameplay. I am not doing this a third time. This video can go in the doldrums of my PC for months, and you can have it, you can have the video next year, basically. Right, Diamond, Amanda, Vin. Gwen is there! She's in the bag! You see her? She's in the bag! Yes! Okay. The platinum's possible. I hope. I really hope. I'm pretty convinced this is my last snapshot in the game, and if I do take this correctly, the trophy will pop. Yes! Oh, thank God, man. Frame Fatale took all possible photos, and for those with eagle eyes, if you did notice it pop up in the top in my messages, we get the trophy Platypus Genius, read all messages from Platypus Facts. There we go. So we got our final text, and those are the final 2 trophies we need, so we just now need to finish the game. It's only got like 5-10 minutes, and then we should get the platinum trophy. Fairly enjoy. Oh, there we go. We get the trophy. Bay or Bay? Played through Life is Strange double exposure with both outcomes from Life is Strange, which obviously I explained earlier. I was just saying a second playthrough of this game would probably be really fun if I hadn't done it straight after my first playthrough. I think what that's obviously done is that's taken away some of my enjoyment. But this game is fantastic. If you did enjoy any of the previous Life is Strange games, I would really recommend checking this one out. It's really good. Anyway, Let's get our platinum trophy. Picture perfect. And there we go, we're all caught up again on the Life is Strange games. That is the platinum trophy done for Life is Strange Double Exposure. If you guys did enjoy this video and you do want to help support the channel, please consider subscribing. It's free to do and it helps me out a ton. And yeah, that's going to be everything from me. Once again, thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate all the support and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out, bye bye.